Are you content with your height? Why or why not? I don't know how to feel about my height. I'm the tallest in my family and the shortest amongst my friends. I think it's perfect. 6 feet 2 inches is tall but just short enough to avoid being inconvenienced by everyday items or architecture being too small. Yep, 6 feet 2 inches here. Aside from small cars, I fit most places pretty well. Gloves, shoes, and helmets are tough, though, because I've got a huge head. 13.5 wide feet, North American sizing, and XXXL hands. My family jokes that we started as leprechauns and are breeding our way up. Daughter's 5'5", I'm 5'2", mom 5 even, GMA 4'10", GGMA 4'7". I wish I were 4'10". I'd get to wear the cute kids' clothes. And there's scholarships and money for being a little person. Here it's considered a disability. Yeah, this is my fam too. Great-grandma around 4 feet 10 inches. Grandma 5 feet. Mom 5 feet 2 inches. Me 5 feet 4 inches. My brother married into a tall family and his daughter is 5 feet 10 inches. Nope, I'm 5 feet 7 inches and I wish I was at least 5 feet 10 inches. Oh well. I'm also a 5 feet 7 inches male. I'd say I'm content, but am happy I found a wife who's 5 feet 2 inches. I feel like dating would be tough enough in general, and then being shorter than a decent amount of women would make it harder. I'm 175 centimeters, 5'9", in a country where being 180 centimeters, 6 feet, tall is average. I'm not too bothered, but it sure was weird to watch my little brother hit 185. 6'1", a couple years ago. I used to be the tall one. Damn it. 6'4" isn't enough, I need more power. I got you, bro. Hop on top of my 6'3" shoulders and well be in the 12 feet category. Tall people, assemble. Bro, I am 4'10" and doctors said I am not growing much anymore. I am borderline midget for the rest of my life. If you see yourself as a hobbit instead of a midget, it sounds way cooler. So I actually hated my size until cancer. Know what's awesome about being short? People taller than you don't easily see the throat, neck scars and call you a Pez dispenser. 8/10. Would shorty again. D. Hopefully you beat the cancer? And who TF would actually be so cruel? Question mark. People, what a bunch of bastards. I'm 1.90 meters and where I live I believe the average height is 1.75 meters. Italy. It's cool, I guess. But public transport is a pain because there's barely any space for my legs. 1. Minor, I guess. More annoying thing is that usually the people I know never have to adjust the driving seat of a car when they're in someone else's car. They just get in and drive. When someone gives me their car and I need to drive, I waste 10 minutes trying to adjust my seat and the mirrors. Being tall can be annoying, but I'd be lying if I said I didn't like being tall. This is why I never loan my car to a tall person. You monsters change my perfect seat and mirror settings. 1.9 meters is how tall in freedom units? 6'3". No, I'm 4'9". 4'11" and I hate it. I've been offered a children's menu in the past few years. I'm 37. 5'10", right in that golden pocket of average smiley face. Same. Basically being a 5 feet 10 inches man makes it so your height isn't a factor. I do wish I were taller sometimes though. Maybe just above 6 feet. Yes, because I am 6 feet 5 inches in the US. When I visited Japan, I was not content. I was still 6 feet 5 inches in Japan. Many headaches. Literally. Because I kept hitting my head on low clearances. My mother is 5 feet 2 inches. And my family lived in Japan for a couple of years. Military. She loved that everything in the country was sized for her and not for her 6-foot husband and 3 of her 4 children. I towered over a lot of older Japanese folks. And I'm only 5 feet 7 inches. I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller. If wish I had a girl, if I did, I would call her. I'm fine with it. 1.82 meters is just the right size emo because I can grab things that are high but not tall enough to hit my head in small places. Well, everyone is saying that they are content with their height. So let me share a different perspective. I am still 165 centimeters when my friends are all around 170 or more. I am definitely not content with my height. It has been one of the many reasons for me to end my life. I have bad genetics, short height, with my crush being taller than me, and her preferring taller guys is one of the reasons why I am not content with my height. Also, I realize the fact that no matter how confident I am still going to appear like a mouse when talking with people. I will still look like I have no power. I know it's a cliche as fuck response, but if height is a deciding factor for her, she isn't the one for you. Also, IDK, if having power is exactly what you need in a traditional sense. Being honest and authentic can be pretty powerful no matter the package and content of your message. Just trying to help with where I am at in life. Best of luck. I am content with my height but extremely dissatisfied with the height of kitchen countertops. Something must be done about it. Yay, quite content. I'm 5 feet 5 inches. Never been too short or too tall for anything or anyone's preferences. Yes, I am also 5 feet 5 inches and it is great. I never hit my head on ceilings. Even when walking down basement stairs. Sometimes I come real close. Too. I don't have to worry much about other people blocking my view. With the exception of some concert venues and those being extra tall. And I am able to make out with those both smaller and taller without adverse side effects. Good times. I'm a 5'8" male and I'm not pleased at all. Mainly because all my male friends grew to be taller than me. I have this weird spot where I'm taller than almost all the women I know and shorter than almost all the men. I'm a 4 feet 10 inches male and I don't like it cause the priest keeps looking at me when we go to church. I am a I'm female and I'm 176 meters tall since I'm 14. I needed a long time to accept my height. Since everyone told me that boys only like short girls because they are cute and that I never can wear high heels because boys will feel intimidated. I always walked with my shoulders down. Don't know what it's called in English. And I had serious back problems because of it. Now, at 21, I know that height doesn't really matter and that I don't need to be ashamed of it. I really like being that tall because it just makes my life easier. I've gotten confident and it really shows in anything. Yesterday I got 2 pairs of high heels just because I like them and felt confident. As a short girl I always envied you tall girls. Specifically BC of the short girls are cute thing. We don't ever grow out of that. I'm a full-grown adult woman and when I get upset about something even now, I frequently get told, it's cute when you get mad. Quote, I'm not taken very seriously by people and never, I repeat, never intimidate anyone. I would love for my presence to spark a tiny bit of intimidation. If for no other reason than people would take me and my opinions more seriously. I'm carded everywhere I go for alcohol even though I've been a legal drinking age for years. I don't feel comfortable wearing certain clothes or hairstyles BC they make me look childish. And it all goes back to just being cute. There's definitely something to be said about an amazingly tall woman. Especially one who's confident. I'm over my height at this point and have developed confidence in other ways too. And I am glad to hear you have as well. No one should feel bad about something like height. But just wanted to let you know I bet a lot of short girls really admire your height and confidence. The word you're looking for is slouch, and I've seen some absolutely beautiful tall women. I bet you're one of them, monsieur. I am almost 170 centimeters. And yes, I am very content with my height as a man. People think being short as a man sucks, but I have never been mocked by my height ever in my life. And it is not something I think about. Or not short or average height. I don't know why people between 170 and 175 being called short BCS. Everything above that is rather tall and not as common as everyone thinks. Depends where you live. In my country, anything under 180 is considered short for sure. Average height is around 180 to 185-ish. I'd know because I'm like 184 and very average here. 5 feet 10 inches. The world and all things were made for me. I fit and can work with pretty much everything. I also find all of the only guys over 6 foot Tinder, Bumble stuff hilarious. I tower over those 5 feet 2 inches women. If I were taller, we'd look silly together. I love it. I'm 5 feet 0 inches and that's plenty tall for me. I like being short. Plus, I have a 6 feet 8 inches husband to do all the tall people stuff that I can't do myself. It's all the dwarf woman who want an extremely tall man. That shit's hilarious. It works so perfectly. He can get the stuff on high shelves that I can't reach. I can get the stuff near the floor so he doesn't have to bend all the way over. He takes up a lot of space in bed. I don't take up much. Symbiosis and all that. Plus, he just happened to be a really awesome guy who talked to me and we started dating from there. I would never have expected to marry a giant. Do you sit on a tiny stool in the morning and tie his shoes for him while he combs your hair? Simultaneously, on Tinder, a woman who was 155 centimeters in her bio said, "No one under 186 centimeters should swipe right," and I just shake my head. In the US, at least, it's very common for women to have height minimums. It's similarly common for most men to happily lie their way around the monsieur. Fuck no. I'm female and stand 5 feet 10 inches. I always feel like the Jolly Green Giant. I'm super insecure about my height and hate that in any given scenario. I'm probably going to be one of the tallest women there. I feel like it limits who I can date and what shoes I can wear. It also makes clothes shopping difficult as I have a long torso and don't like shirts that sit right at my waistline. As a female, 5 feet 4 inches is the sweet spot really. Most guys are taller than me even when I'm in heels. But at the same time I don't particularly look obviously short. I'm 6 feet 6 inches. But I wish I was shorter. Maybe 6 feet 1 inch. I'd have less bodily pain and wouldn't have to duck through doorways all the time. I'd also be comfier on airplanes. Fuck airplanes and compact cars. 224C Monsieur Humans stand 6 meters from me. Because for some reason personal space radius grows exponentially to your size. And still talk like as if they were next to me. I cannot hear their whispering. I tell them to speak louder. They say the first word louder and then gradually drop back to whispering level. So after a few words I cannot hear them again. When I get closer to them so that I can hear them, they just get back away from me. So I cannot. Also, when doing everyday stuff people make complaints that I'm following them on the street. So what am I supposed to do? Take a day off because I cannot go to work when someone is going the same way in front of me? Now I could just get a car and drive to work. But I'd have to forge my driving license because no driving school around here has such big cars. I'm from Iceland, so people are very short here. Also, since people are short in Iceland, furniture is often smaller and ceilings are at lower levels than in Norway, for instance. I cannot sit at a bar if the chairs have armrests, because there is not enough space between the monsieur. 7 feet 4 inches in Jurgen, if any readers are wondering. A giant amongst men. All hail King Bjorn of Asgard. Iceland average men height is 5'10". Or 180 monsieur, that is definitely above world average height. People are not short where you are. You are just gigantic, haha. I am a 1/4 away from being 6 feet tall. Just give me a 1/4. Just grow your hair around up. I'm fine with my height. 5 feet 11 inches. In regular life. But it sucked when I was using dating apps. There's a presumption that most men lie about their height. So if I listed 5 feet 11 inches, women would presume that I was actually 5 feet 8 inches to 5 feet 9 inches. And if I lied and said I was 6 feet 0 inches or taller, then I'm part of the problem, monsieur. On the plus side, I almost always measure 6 feet 0 inches or taller against those height lines they have in convenience stores. So if I ever decide to rob a 7-Eleven, they'll waste precious time looking for a taller guy. Thank you so much for watching and have a good day.